Hello friends. Today I am going to talk about a new ordinance issued by Government of India with regard to the banning of unregulated deposits. The ordinance name is the Banning of Unregulated Deposits Ordinance 2019, and it has created a lot of confusion in the market. People started thinking like people cannot take deposits, or cooperative societies cannot take deposits, or banks cannot take deposits. So that is not the real fact is all about. So for that we need to understand the background why this ordinance is introduced by Government of India, and also we need to understand like what is real menace of unregulated deposits. See, in 2016 the demonetization came into effect, and people started talking about like how this demonetization is going to impact the economy. There was a purpose to be served by demonetization. What I understand is to stop the flow of black money into the financial markets, so that the real economy will start performing. But there is one more problem what is happening in the market. There are a lot of companies coming up and they take deposits without any control. Actually, in India, if anybody want to take deposits and offer returns based on the deposits, based on the tenure, etc., there are some procedures to be followed. There are laws to be followed. But in reality, all of you maybe understand like there are people coming to your home or coming to your Facebooks or WhatsApps or websites and started telling that actually you invest this much of money today and you will get this much of return. The returns usually they offer will be huge returns. It is not like the traditional 10% or 12%. They offer monthly 10%, 12% like that. We call them Ponzi schemes or pyramid schemes. There are companies coming up saying that actually they take money from you and deposit somewhere. So you please deposit, so we will give you 36% return, 40% return, 50% return. But 99.99% cases what is happening is these companies vanishes in 2-3 years time with hundreds of crores of money. We have lovely Rose Valley scams, Sharda scams, Future Maker scams, Pearls scams. All these scams happened only because actually they accepted deposits without any control and they never followed the rules. Of course, after demonetization, to a certain extent, we can say that this black money flow into the market has come down. But we cannot always avoid it. It is still happening. It is still happening. One of the main area where actually we need to worry is the deposit schemes offered by jewelers. Jewelers really do the business of buying and selling of gold or precious metals. But 100%, we can say 100% of the jewelers, they have deposit schemes running in parallel. They offer 12%, 14%, 15%, 16% interest. We never ask them what is the approval or recognition they have to take that deposits. In reality, they doesn't have any registrations or license to take deposit from us. And tomorrow morning, if you just think the jewelry collapses, what is going to happen to the hard-earned money what we are investing in these jewelries for huge interest? Chit fund companies, non-banking finance companies. Government of India says, the Companies Act says, or SEBI guidelines says, no non-banking finance company can accept non-convertible debenture for more than 18 months. And these people, they issue non-convertible debenture for 18 months with an option to renew orally. That means in paper it is 18 months, but it continues for 3 years or 4 years or 5 years. In recent times, it has become a big issue that companies comes up, like mushroom companies comes up, they start with XYZ name and they collect deposit from the market and then they simply vanishes and people start complaining that government is not doing anything. And according to me, I feel this ordinance is one of the best step. One is a positive step towards investor protection. Because this ordinance, when you go to the text of the ordinance, we can understand that this ordinance is not against taking deposits. This ordinance says all deposits are okay if the organization which take deposits have the license to take it, or if the deposits or loan is being given or taken during the course of business, it is okay. If it is between a customer and principal, it is okay. If it is between a relative and a relative, it is okay. If it is between partner and partnership, it is okay. If it is taken by a chit fund, according to the Chit Funds Act, it is okay. But when an organization is not having any license to take deposits, they take deposits illegally or give advertisement to solicit such deposits, that organization should be punished. If it is not so, then the scenario will change. The economy will collapse. So this particular ordinance is against the organizations or institutions which accept solicit deposits for which they doesn't have any license. And I think there is no need for me to give more examples on that, because you people know many organizations, institutions near to you, including cooperative societies, jewelries, chit funds, take deposits ranging from 10 rupees a day to thousands and lakhs. This ordinance specifically says that no deposit taker shall directly or indirectly promote, operate, issue any advertisement soliciting participation of enrollment in or accept deposits in pursuance of an unregulated deposit scheme. That means the Ponzi companies or pyramid companies, which is cropping up like anything, who offer give money, take money, this type of business. You invest this much of money, you will get for 5 levels or 10 levels or 5% or 10%, or anybody who is investing under you, you will get this much of money. This is a crime. This is an illegal activity under Prize Money and Chits Act, and such companies has to be punished. If it is not punished, if it is not regulated, the people hard-earned money will vanish, will be no more. That will create big problems. This ordinance specifically says, I make it very clear. This ordinance specifically says, this ordinance is not against any legal acceptance of deposits. That means if an organization, institution is legally licensed or recognized or licensed to take deposits, they can take it, no problem. But if the deposits are not licensed or recognized, that means these two persons doesn't have any relationship to give and take deposits or loan, such deposits has to be notified, and such things should not be happening in the market. This will definitely is going to help the investor to safeguard his money. some people started thinking like this, the regulation, if this ordinance come as a law, tomorrow what is going to happen? So you cannot take loan from me and I cannot give loan to you. No, it is not like that. If you have a relationship, we have related each other, we have a business relationship, definitely we can give and take loans. But this ordinance is trying to control the uncontrolled or illegal acceptance of deposits or loan. So I feel this ordinance is a great step towards investor protection. This is going to definitely safeguard the interest of the investor as well the safeguard the interest of the financial markets. Hope you will not stand against me on saying this. A controlled market always perform better, give good return for the investor. That is what actually this type of regulations definitely help us to create. Of course, the law in words is beautiful, but law on execution can be different. So in such cases, definitely we need to go to court and find out like how it has to be explained or it has to be understood. But in plain sense, by reading this ordinance, is one of the beautiful ordinance which is going to help the investor. This ordinance also have a provision for punishment for the people who advertises or accepts illegal deposits. The punishment is ranging from 2 lakh rupees fine to 50 crores fine. 2 lakh rupees fine to 50 crores fine, and an imprisonment of 1 year to 10 years. Yes, of course. These companies who are coming with all these lucrative, skyrocketing, boom interest rates or returns with no real business, definitely is going to worry. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe my channel, and visit my website www.arthacs.in for more details. Thank you very much. Thank you.